Hi, in this video we'll take a look at Amplify Fusion's error handling capabilities. And please go take a look at the Hello Notify Integration Failures video where you can see how we configured to be notified via email when there are integration failures. But we're going to talk about how to manage those errors inside your integration more properly. And we will use the Hello database integration. So if you don't recall that one, go take a look at that. And we will grab HelloDB2. This is what we used in the Hello notification failure. And I'll clone this. So this will be Hello error handling. All right, so if you recall, I have a database here, and this integration just writes to the database. Let's run this. It should insert a row. And if I click that, there's the row that was added. And if I look here, I have a log message, one row was inserted. And if you recall, the error handling example, we dropped the table, we ran our integration, and we got an error. And if I come here, it's a failed execution of my integration. And if I come here, I do get notified via email. Okay, but of course, if I look at the monitor, it did also stop the execution of my integration, so the log message never executed. So let's talk about how to handle these errors better. All right, so the first component we're going to take a look at is a try catch. And if I look at that, it's going to allow me to try to execute these components. And if that succeeds, I will log the number of rows that were inserted. But if it fails, what I'd like to do is I'd like to log an error message. So what am I going to log? Well, I can't log this because, well, I can try it, but you'll see that there's nothing there because this component doesn't execute fully. So for now, let's just set the value db insert error and save that. And so that will execute if this fails, and then finally will always execute. So let's put here a log step, and let's just say this always executes. And what we can also do is put a log here, and this will represent continuing on with our integration. Maybe we have some retry logic, maybe we're going to go to do something else, maybe we want to send a different email, so we can continue on in our integration now that we've got a try catch. And I will put a message here that says continue on with integration. Okay, so let's see, that's empty. We don't have employees 2. Let's get rid of that. And now let's run that. Oh, let's save. Don't want to forget to do that. And that's what we've got. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so what happened? I do have a failure. The SQL insert did not work. And let's take a look at that. So that failed. So that means we execute the catch, which I have some error reporting. It's not very descriptive. And of course, the finally always executes. Okay. And then also all the components after the try catch also execute. So continue on with integration. All right, that's great. And if I look, and I did get notified, which is also good. So I do get notification because it failed. All right, so what we can do is now let's try to enhance this error logging here. Let's find out what the error was. So we have a GetErrorObject. Let's put that over there. And now what we can do is we can delete this, and we can do error logging, and I can grab an error message. And let's now clear this. All right, we don't need that anymore. And now let's run. And I should get an email here again. Yep. All right. And what do we see here? So inside the try catch, in the catch step, we actually have a log now with a better error message. So now I know exactly what happened in the try branch. It failed, and that's the reason it failed. And again, we also have this log as well. All right, now what we can do is let's restore our table. Let me create employees to table. And now let me run. This time there'll be no failure. Okay, so it inserted one row. And there's no catch. And of course the finally did run. All right, so sometimes we might want to throw an exception even when things are executing properly. So let's say for some reason when we get here, we determine that we'd like to throw an exception. So I can do that, and I can say integration through exception. All right, let's save that. Again, no emails here. Let's run this. And I threw an exception. You can see here it failed. Integration through exception. So in this video we saw some of the error handling capabilities of Amplify Fusion, including a try catch, the GetErrorObject, and the throw exception. And when you couple that with the notification of integration failures, you actually see we have nice, robust error handling. Thank you.